And my name is Sharon Bond, and I am the Accounts Payable Manager for Queen Mary. I have a team of 9 individuals. I've been in the organisation since March 2017, and we are responsible for looking after all payments to suppliers as well as students. We use a system called Aggressor, which is a system widely used in the university world. We operate an ERP process where we actually purchase to pay all our suppliers. So we work quite closely with procurement, who are the approvers for the purchase orders in the process. And we physically pick up the invoice inside and process that and pay. Currently, we use a system, but we support it with paper. Since a lot of it is manual, we do a lot of spreadsheets work. For example, our stipend payments, we have a spreadsheet that we have to reconcile. These are all things that could probably be done in the system. Started looking at the process for the bank confirmation that we currently were using, and then looked at the way we could improve that, and marking out all the roadblocks and the roadblocks in that process, which delays the results of the process, in that we get in the confirmation so we can pay the supplier on time within the 30-day window. We identified a few things. I'd say we didn't have a limit on the amount of attempts that we would make to a supplier to confirm their bank details. We just continued to call them until we got that information, and we didn't utilise our banking system. So as a result of that, the output that we came up with is limited the amount of attempts that we made on the phone to the supplier, and also utilising the banking system to validate UK suppliers' bank accounts for those who are on the system. It's a process called COP. None of this is new stuff. It's all stuff we've just never used, and we've not adopted that principle because we were caught up on the process being a verbal confirmation. That extra step of verbally confirming was, I would say, necessary to a point because of the exposure that universities have as far as fraud payments, but there was a simple alternative which was already embedded in our system. Suppliers are happier because they're getting paid on time, within the 30-day window, and in fact sometimes before that time, because the bank details has not been held up. I can see more proactive working for my team person, the person in my team who's actually responsible for this new role. So she's got more time to do other bits and pieces, as well as student setups and such like. And I feel happier because I'm all about, as a AP manager, paying bills. I think this is a great addition to Queen Mary, because we have to start looking at ways of refining things and centralising in the sense that we can operate in a more automated way, so people have more time to do value-added stuff rather than having more people do the same work that the system can do. It doesn't make any sense, and the efficiencies and the accuracy suffers as a result of that. So I would say bring it on. I'm all for it.